Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the arrival of our official party. Please be seated. Good morning. On behalf of the 37th Training Wing, we would like to introduce our host for today's ceremony. The commander of the 737th Training Group, Colonel Bill Ackman, accompanied by his wife, Stephanie. The senior enlisted leader, 737th Training Group, Chief Master Sergeant Whitfield Jack. The reviewing official, the Commander, Air Force Test Center, Major General Scott Kane. The Command Chief, Air Force Test Center, Chief Master Sergeant Jeff Martin. Although time does not permit us to introduce all of our distinguished guests, the 37th Training Wing is proud.
Our Commander of Troops is Technical Sergeant Jocelyn Vasquez. Major General Scott Kane will review today's ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of the national anthem. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated.
Men, the parade is formed!
Take your post. Your squadron! Order! Order!
Attention to orders! Detail for today! Non-commissioned officer of the day! Technical Sergeant Helen! Flight Order of Colonel Ekman! Officers!
Over the last 7.5 weeks, the men and women before you have transformed civilians into motivated, disciplined warriors with a foundation rooted in the Department of the Air Force's one team, one fight mantra. Once they leave basic military training, they will continue on to technical training to learn the skills needed to perform in one of the 123 specialties. They will then move on to serve at one of 84 installations around the globe or work directly with our sister services. As they move on to technical training, they will continue to focus on adapting to military requirements, achieving occupational proficiency, and learning how to be highly productive members of the armed forces. These men and women will prepare for increased responsibilities and must ensure they are trained, qualified, and mission ready. These graduates are the future of our national defense and will pave the way for the generations that will follow.
Fighting out,
737 Training Group, United States Air Force, Joint Base San Antonio, Lackland, Texas. Subject, first place parade. Basic military training's first quarter, first place parade streamer is awarded to the 322nd Training Squadron for their outstanding performance amongst all other squadrons, demonstrating unity, community, excellence, and exceptional discipline through drilling ceremonies during the period of 1 October 2025 to 31 December 2025. Signed, Bill Ackman, Colonel, United States Air Force. First place retreat. Basic military training's first quarter, first place retreat streamer is awarded to the 321st Training Squadron for their outstanding performance amongst all other squadrons, demonstrating unity, community excellence, and exceptional discipline through drill and ceremonies during the period of 1 October 2025 to 31 December 2025. Signed, Bill Ackman, Colonel, United States Air Force. Subject, Honor Element. The Honor Element streamer is awarded to the 326 Training Squadron Flight 092 Alpha Element for their significant accomplishments demonstrating teamwork, excellence, and esprit de corps during the period of 24 November 2025 to 8 January 2026. Signed, Bill Ackman, Colonel, United States Air Force.
Others! Halt!
Shut up!
Halt!
Hey!
The honor element was led by Technical Sergeant Ryan Kelly and Staff Sergeant Chance Sturgeon. Of the hundreds of thousands of American citizens that enter the workforce each year, less than 1% have joined the ranks of the United States Armed Forces. The graduates before you have reached a milestone in their military journey and will require your continued support to assist them in their future endeavors. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing of musical honors.
command and review.
Perps! And cage post, perch!
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Please be seated.
Yes! Yes, Squadron! Order! Perp! Order! Order! Perp!
The graduates passing in review today represent a portion of the 42,000 men and women who will complete basic military training this year. The 737 Training Group provides all recruits the essential military training to become motivated members of the world's greatest Air Force. Now passing in review from the 324th Training Squadron, the Commander Recruits, Technical Sergeant Jocelyn Vasquez, Master Military Training Instructor, hometown Milagro, Ecuador. The Drum and Bugle Corps, Flight 083 and 084, led by Technical Sergeant Jonathan Gwally, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown North Huntington, Pennsylvania. From the 322nd Training Squadron, A Squadron Staff, led by Technical Sergeant Jeff Johnson, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown Atlanta, Georgia. From the 326th Training Squadron, Flight 092, led by Staff Sergeant Chance Sturgeon, Military Training Instructor, hometown Carroll, Iowa. Flight 093, led by Staff Sergeant Henry Seabrook, Military Training Instructor, hometown Carroll County, Maryland. From the 324th Training Squadron, Flight 089, led by Staff Sergeant Derek Assern, Military Training Instructor, hometown Orlando, Florida. Flight 090, led by Staff Sergeant Tyler Player, Military Training Instructor, hometown Virginia Beach, Virginia. Flight 091, led by Technical Sergeant Victor Gonzalez, Military Training Instructor, hometown Riverside, California. From the 321st Training Squadron, Flight 081, led by Staff Sergeant Cameron Birdie, Military Training Instructor, hometown Arlington, Connecticut. Flight 082, led by Technical Sergeant Brandon Frank, Military Training Instructor, hometown Greenbelt, Maryland. From the 323rd Training Squadron, Colors, led by Technical Sergeant Dren Franklin, Military Training Instructor, hometown Tampa, Florida. From the 331st Training Squadron, the Flag Mass, Flight 094 and 095, led by Technical Sergeant William Conception, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown Cleveland, Ohio. the 326 Training Squadron, B Squadron staff, led by Technical Sergeant April Ballard, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Leper, Michigan. Flight 096, led by Staff Sergeant Noah Cobb, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Denton, Texas. Flight 097, led by Technical Sergeant Alicia Maxwell, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Kaiserslautern, Germany. From the 322nd Training Squadron, Flight 085, led by Technical Sergeant Gerard Tembrock, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Arlington, Texas. Flight 086, led by Staff Sergeant Andreas Talavera, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Bayamon, Puerto Rico. Flight 087, led by Staff Sergeant David Diaz, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Greenville, South Carolina. Flight 088, led by Staff Sergeant Ryan Halechko, Military Training Instructor, hometown, Chicago, Illinois. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand for the playing and singing of the United States Air Force song. Thank you. You may be seated. Musical support for this morning's ceremony has been provided by the airmen from the 321st Training Squadron, performing under the direction of Technical Sergeant Matthew Zettelmoyer, Military Training Instructor Trainer, hometown, Augusta, Georgia.
U.S. flag down!
Ladies and gentlemen, Major General Scott Kane will now come forward and address our graduating class.
Well, good morning, everybody. I want to address the class as well as the entire crowd gathered here today. We have a little bit of beautiful Texas sun shining through, although I will say I am partial to that formations marching out of the mist yesterday. I've seen a lot in a 30-year career, but that truly was a special moment for me and everybody who could see that. So it's really an honor to be here today with our next generation of American Airmen. Before I make a few remarks, I do want to say thanks also to the 37th Training Wing, to the leadership, and particularly to the military training instructors. Our MTIs literally put their lives into generating these airmen for America. So thank you to the leadership and to the MTIs. So Airmen, all of us that are standing in front of you, anyone who's raised their right hand and traded their civilian life for a life of service can't forget this moment, and neither will you. There's a feeling of transformation in this moment, but I'll tell you, your pride is only going to grow as you grow as airmen. I will also tell you, you're entering an unbroken chain. You're inheriting a legacy of dominance in the air that's never been matched. So what I want to do today is give you a little bit of glimpse of the Air Force we're building, and that you're going to build alongside of that. We are in a new era of strategic competition, and this is a pivotal point in our nation's history. I'll tell you that our adversaries are not standing still. They're developing advanced weapons, challenging our historic advantages. But our nation always adapts. It always stays one step ahead. And our purpose is always clear. We'll deter conflict. You might have heard this called peace through strength. But if deterrence fails, we will win decisively. So the airmen at the Air Force Test Center, which is my command, are working to continue our uncontrolled dominance in the air. We will develop, along with industry, the world's first sixth-generation fighter. And we're going to team that with collaborative combat aircraft, or CCAs. That's going to extend our reach and overwhelm our adversaries. We're also developing the B-21 Raider, a stealth bomber that can hold any target on the planet at risk. But let me be totally clear about one thing to you. These are incredible, sophisticated machines, but they're just tools. They don't have courage. They don't have judgment. They don't have heart. That comes from the most critical component, and that's you. You're the hands that are going to turn the wrenches, the sentinels who are going to stand watch, the minds that are going to defend our networks, the healers that will ensure our team stays strong. It's not just part of the system. You're the human spirit that actually makes it lethal. So there's one final thought I want to leave you with, is a part of my command's heritage. There's a creed that came from the 96th Bombardment Group in World War II. They said, "E sempre l'ora," it's always the hour. That was their pledge, to be ready for a non-fail mission anytime. And in a domain, the air domain, where the threat emerges in an instant, readiness is everything. So to everyone standing here today, it's your hour. Our nation's counting on you to be ready. The next generation of American air power isn't a new airplane, it's you. So go out and prove that for America's Air Force, it's always the hour. So I have just one question. Are you prepared to join the ranks of the world's greatest Air Force? I think they're ready.
Please stand as Major General Kane will now administer the oath of enlisted. Instructors, place your flights at attention.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same. And that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States. And the orders of the officers appointed over me. According to regulations of the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations, Airman.
Thank you, Major General Kane. Please remain standing while all graduating airmen recite the Airman's Creed and for the departure of the official party. I am an American airman. And veterans in uniform will stand at attention and render a salute as the U.S. flag falls. We ask that our civilian guests stand and place their right hand over their heart. Veterans and military members not in uniform may either render a salute or place their right hand over their heart. Once the flags are passed, please be courteous to others and be seated in order to allow all our guests the opportunity to view the flags.